discussing a hit-and-run incident that was caught on camera by a motorcyclist. The incident involves a black Mercedes that hit a car and then fled the scene. Let's dive into the details. The video begins with the motorcyclist riding on the road when a black Mercedes drives past him and scrapes the first car. The motorcyclist quickly realizes what has happened and decides to follow the Mercedes. As the Mercedes continues down the road, it hits a standing car before colliding with a Prius in front of it. The collision causes significant damage to all three vehicles. The motorcyclist then pulls over and steps off his bike to see if everyone is okay. He walks over to the car and checks on the passengers, making sure they are not hurt. A police officer arrives on the scene and starts assessing the damage to the vehicles. The officer notices the black Mercedes and stares at it, but doesn't take any action to stop the driver. As the officer looks on, the Mercedes suddenly drives away, leaving the scene of the accident. This is a classic hit-and-run scenario, and the driver could face serious consequences for leaving the scene of an accident. Remember, it's essential always to stay safe while driving and never leave the scene of an accident. The motorcyclist kept following the car, and eventually, he found himself on the highway. He saw some police officers and tried to flag them down, but they didn't listen. Frustrated, the motorcyclist continued to follow the car until they ended up in a neighborhood. That's when things got really intense. The man in the Mercedes appeared to be under the influence of something and was very aggressive.
Eastbound. Yeah, he's actually trying to talk to me, but I'm keeping my distance. Looks like he's under the influence. Black male, around looks like 5'6".
The motorcyclist kept his distance, but the man continued to approach him. Finally, the police arrived and took the man into custody.
Hit and run driver in San Bernardino next to Walmart. I followed him all the way here. He took off at the scene of the accident. I have it on video.
Man, I was wrong. That's all I can say. I can't say no more. They can say what they want to say, but I was wrong and I should have pulled up. And I just panicked.